everybody, Weeb Rabbit here, and today we're checking out a game called 60 Seconds Reatomized. Now, this game is actually a game that came out quite a few years ago on just about every system. I want to say phones, PC, etc. It was originally called 60 Seconds, and this is actually a newer version. It's a remaster, I believe, that actually adds more endings, achievements, unlockables, events, etc. And so that's what I'm checking out now. I am actually checking out on the Nintendo Switch because it came out earlier this month. The best way to describe this game, it kind of reminds me of Oregon Trail, not because we're traveling around the country or anything, but if you ever played Oregon Trail and you know how you have to deal with like resources and who gets what resource and who does what, and it has to do with surviving as long as possible, it kind of reminds me of the game because of that. Because basically in the game, you're going to see in a moment, I'm going to grab as much supplies as possible, head down to the bunker as the bombs drop, and then, your family, you have to make all these decisions to see how long you can actually survive in the, I guess you can call it post-apocalypse, And so like I said, that's why it kind of gives me a little bit of like Oregon Trail vibes a little bit because of the having to survive thing, But yeah, I'm excited to play this. I want to see if it really is different from what I remember. Even if it's not, I still want to show it off. I think it's a really fun game. So without further ado, let's jump in. Alright, here we go. And the game actually gives you some time to scout out and see where things are beforehand. So you can kind of decide what you want to grab. So I am going to actually start here next to the water, and then I'll grab my family members a little bit later. Alrighty, and go. There we go. I have to grab as many things as I can. Grab the gun. No room. See, sometimes some things are heavier than others. You can't grab everything. Alright, so grab the kid. Grab the axe. Alright, throw them in there. We'll grab the wife. Grab the map. Throw them inside as well. Alright, so there's a daughter somewhere around here. I'm not sure where she is. I'll try to grab her in a moment. Alright, there we go. So I'm trying to grab food and a mask, all that good stuff. Alright, let's look for the daughter. Where could she be? Alright, unfortunately, if I don't see her, I don't see her. I'm trying to do what I can. Alright, I see her. She's all the way over there. Let's see if... I don't think I'm going to have enough time to get her, though, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I have time to get her. No, I'm not going to have time to get her, unfortunately. Yeah, I have to stand here. Because unfortunately, if I try to go get her and I run out of time... There we go. See, he jumps in. There's actually... You can actually fill the game right from the beginning. If you aren't next to the bunker lid as the bombs go off, you'll see your character just cower, and basically it's game over. So I did not have enough time to go run and get her and come back, I think, unfortunately. Alrighty, day one. As you can see, unfortunately, the daughter is not with us. I didn't have enough time to collect her, so that's really disappointing. But as you can see, all the stuff I collected is here. We have the gas mask, the water, the soup. We have some, I forgot what the pesticide is for. We have cards, a chessboard, an axe, a flashlight, a map, all this good stuff. So yeah, now let's try to see what the journal says. So it says, almost all of us made it to the shelter, almost. All we can do now is start thinking of creative ways to serve our canned soup. We can't remember bringing the supplies down to the shelter, but we're not complaining. We probably should have stocked it better anyway. So I think what it means, I think we got some stuff like just automatically, because it's easy mode. So it says, I have a harmonica, I have a chessboard, I have a flashlight. It says, well, looky here, one of us must have hid this inside a suitcase a while ago. It was so lucky we took that suitcase. Ah, okay, so that stuff right here was inside the suitcase. I didn't have to bring it. And then it says, cards, there's the pesticide. It says, our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Plenty of water means you don't have to worry about that for some time. This is the best stocked shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure there's a good amount of supplies. See, so it says, unfortunately, we don't have the daughter, but we have them. There's all the stuff we have, and we have to choose how we'll ration it. So for now, how about we just skip eating for a few days? We'll see if they can survive without eating for a few days. It says, tough surviving in these conditions. Let's hope this will be over soon or else we might end up dead in some wasteland ditch. That's not something we are looking forward to. Alright, so that's the end of day 1. We move over to day 2, and we'll see if anything's changed. Alrighty. It's hard not to worry considering our current situation. Some days we're still struggling to deal with this shelter life, but we can't lose hope. Ted is fine. Dolores is quite calm given the situation. Timmy seems okay, as much as he can be in our current situation. So everyone's like sanity's still good, you know, that's good. Alright, so once again, let's not eat. Let's eat like maybe every 3 days if we can right now. They're still healthy. It says our neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk to our health right now. So everybody wants to do it, but oh, we don't have a backpack. Oh no, we could set it up, I guess. Yeah. But no, it's fine. That's not risky yet, you know. It says there are only so many things you can do in a tiny bunker, so we thought, hey, why not play some games? They're not just for kids, you know. Right? So yeah, luckily they have lots of stuff to entertain themselves with. Alright, day 3. So as you can see, everybody looks fine. He just has a bit of like facial hair now. You know, he's getting like more bushy or whatever his beard, but everyone seems okay. We played Truth or Dare, where it turned out we only kept asking questions, and the most common was, are we going to eat anything besides tomato soup? We decided that's enough games for now. If Ted doesn't drink anything, he won't last long. Dolores can't remain this thirsty for so long. Timmy prefers apple juice, but right now we should get him some water. Alright, let's give everybody some water. There we go. And yeah, let's not feed them yet. I think they can survive still without some food. Yeah, once again, we could send somebody outside. Let's wait until maybe like day 5. Let's wait a little bit, you know. It says whoever designed this fallout shelter was a genius, but we can't really tell if that green stuff dripping from the pipe is an included feature. We should probably try doing something about it with whatever we brought down here. So I don't think we can really do anything with the stuff we have, unfortunately. Let's put a suitcase just to see what happens, but I don't think you can use that to necessarily solve the problem. Alright, day 4. Alright, everybody looks fine from what I can tell. I think everything's still going good. Alright, it says we grabbed our old suitcase and shoved it under the pipe. Seems like all the liquid that was supposed to leak out did so during the night. On the bright side, we don't have to worry about the smell making us sick anymore. The downside, our suitcase is completely ruined. Since that's how you start losing resources, you know, -1 suitcase. And it says that everybody is no longer thirsty. That's good. So let's wait before we give them water again. Yeah, let's give them food on day 5. Let's try to ration some more. Alright, yes, I'm gonna wait another day before anybody goes out. So for now, we're still good. It says, if there is one person we truly miss, it's our great Uncle Terry. He used to tell us brilliant stories about turtles, elephants, and wizards. It would be so reassuring to hear one of those stories again. And yet, we don't even have a photo of him, just memories. So I guess we could read the scout book right now, so they're not bored, but we don't have a scout book, unfortunately. Alright, day 5. I believe everybody still looks fine from what I can tell. And so we're left with no photos, no news, and no happy thoughts. The world is too cruel. There isn't much going on with Ted, no trouble, nothing new. Everything seems okay with Dolores. Despite the dire circumstances and all the trouble we're going through, Timmy is being very brave. So as you can see, everyone's doing fine. Alright, so how about we finally give them some food? It's been a while since they ate. It's been 5 days. How about they finally eat? And how about we send Timmy out? How do we pick Timmy? Is he gonna ask us right now? Let's see if we can send Timmy. It says we found some weird mushrooms growing on one of the walls. Food shortage is no laughing matter, so maybe it would be a good idea to grab a mushroom bite or 2. What's the worst that can happen? So do we want them to eat mushrooms or not? I'm gonna say no. No mushrooms. Alright, day 6. Alright, everybody still seems fine from what I can tell. Today we're going to send somebody out. We may be hungry, but there are just some things we will never eat. Wall fungus is one of them. Water. Where's water when Ted needs it? Water is all Dolores wants. Timmy has been talking about nothing other than water. He should drink some. And so once again, I'm going to give them water. So everybody gets some water. Very good. And I'm going to send... I don't have anything to take. Oh, maybe... Huh, that's weird. Shouldn't we be able to take the axe or something? I guess not. Huh. But I'm going to send Timmy. Oh, there we go. So I will give Timmy the... I can't give him the gas mask? There it is. Yeah, I'll give Timmy the gas mask so he can go explore. Perfect. Alright, so we'll have to see what Timmy comes back with, if anything. Day 7. Alright, not sure what that little drawing is, but there's a little drawing for some reason. Alright, Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Equipment, gas mask. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Perfect. Alright. They ate on day 5. Yeah, let's try to give them food every 5 days. Let's see if they can survive like that. What the hell are those sounds? Are they coming from the goddamn walls? They're driving us crazy. Is something crawling in the air vents? Relax. Take a deep breath. We should probably calm down before we start tearing them down. Maybe try something relaxing for a bit. Alright, so how about cards? Hopefully they don't waste them. Alright, day 8. Alrighty. I don't see Timmy back yet. Cards are still intact, that's good. Having some fun made us forget about... What was it again? There's nothing going on with Ted, nothing new anyway. Dolores is fine and well, as much as anyone can be fine and well in this tiny shelter. So they're doing good, that's good. Let's see. They're not thirsty yet. I want to give them food every 5 days, so I think they're fine. Hear that? No, because no one is talking. Not a word in hours, none at all. We can't just stare at the walls. We need to do something about this. See, unfortunately, we don't have a radio. Radio would be perfect, because that's how they get news from the outside world, but we don't have it, so... Hopefully this isn't where they start to, like, lose their mind a little bit, you know. Alright, day 9. Yeah, they're starting to look very tired now, as you can tell. So that's not good. There's nothing here. Maybe if we try really hard, we can hear the neighbors in their shelter. All Ted wishes for are a few drops of water. Ted is really tired. Dolores can't remain this thirsty for too long. Dolores is really tired. Yeah, so they're tired. Unfortunately, I don't remember if there's anything you can do for them to sleep. I don't think so. But... Alright, so they're thirsty. There we go. We had thought phone calls were a thing of the past after the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little town. However, a phone booth on our street survived the bombing somehow. It seems it's ringing right now. Should we send someone to answer it? Fortunately, I don't want to risk it since we don't have the mask. Timmy took it, so I might want to wait to see if he comes back with the mask. You know? Alright, day 10. Alrighty. So yeah, they're looking very tired. I don't remember if there's anything you can do to, like, help them with the tiredness, unfortunately. It's way too dangerous to randomly run to a ringing phone in the middle of a radioactive ghost town. We're not taking any chances. It took a while before the ringing stopped. It was pretty annoying for all of us. It says Ted still hasn't recovered his energy. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Dolores needs more time to rest. She seems exhausted. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Alrighty. Okay, so that said, every 5 days, let's give him some more food, finally. It says, for an isolated fallout shelter, we sure have a lot of disturbances. Something has been making a lot of noise since dawn and we couldn't sleep. It seems to be coming from under the floor, and coincidentally, we just found a manhole that we could use to go down and check what's going on. So hopefully, let's take just the flashlight. Hopefully it's just something harmless. We'll have to see. And Timmy's been gone a while. I hope he comes back soon. It's been a while. Yeah, he's not coming back. I don't know where the hell Timmy went. I was hoping he'd be back by now. We found treasure down there. Pills, bottles, and other medical supplies were stacked on a few shelves down in our room. Just enough to stock our first aid kit. Good for us. We didn't find the source of the noise. So +1, first aid. Yeah, everyone says they're tired. I don't remember if there's a way to get them to, like, sleep, though. Let's try to give them a bit both. Maybe that'll, like, make them feel better. And hopefully Timmy comes back soon, because if not, I don't know what we're going to do. As we can keep sitting on our backsides here in this tiny little bunker, we can start thinking about getting away as far as possible from this radioactive wasteland. Who would have thought the Reds would ruin such a lovely neighborhood? We could do it on our own. The skating part, not the ruining part, of course. However, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep our eyes and ears open. Unfortunately, we don't have that. Oh, I think Timmy's back finally. Day 12. Alright, he was gone for a while. He was gone for, what, like a week, I think? I don't see if he brought anything back, though, unfortunately. I don't see anything new. If there is one thing we need to do, it's use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcast that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that, or it's strolling around outside waiting to get picked up. The first option sounds a bit more sane. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. So it says +1 gas mask. I guess he just brought it back, you know? During our expedition, we stumbled across a half-ruined wall with some half-burnt paint on it. We quickly realized we found the remains of our local museum. Normally, we would never enter an establishment like that without a ticket, but desperate times call for desperate measures. We jumped over the turnstile without looking back. We found the museum canteen and we found a box with some water bottles in it. It was probably left there by some delivery company. That delivery company is probably out of business now. Our guess is it was blown out of the market. Okay, so he brought 2 water back. That's good. So Ted still hasn't recovered his energy. Dolores still needs more time to rest. She seems exhausted. Timmy should eat something. Timmy is really tired. Alright, so let's give Timmy... He didn't mention water, so let's give him food. And yeah, we need them to not be tired anymore. So let's do that. Hopefully that'll like give them their health back, you know. Yeah, see, nobody's fit for travel right now. A group of doctors knocking on our door today, requesting some supplies that would be helpful in refilling their first aid kits. We didn't doubt they were the real deal for a second. They did have lab coats and everything. Shall we help them? Yeah, let's give them water. Maybe they can give us something in exchange. I don't want to like anger them, because if not, they might rob us, you know. Alright, they still look very tired. I don't know how long it's gonna take for them to like not be tired anymore. We asked them for their doctor licenses, but all of them claimed they left them another pair of trousers. We didn't dare ask if it was just the one pair. We gave them a water bottle and wished them a good journey and better luck with trousers, so -1 water. Ted is still mighty tired and needs more time to recover strength. Dolores needs more time to rest. She seems exhausted. Timmy is very hungry. Timmy still hasn't rested. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. I'm only gonna give stuff to Timmy now. They need to like wait, because I don't know why they're not recovering. And so no one's in the mood to go out. We were discussing plans for our first meal that didn't feature tomato soup when we heard yells outside. We discovered they came from a small group of ragged survivors. They were a sorry sight, and we weren't surprised when they requested aid. They asked us to provide anything we could: water, food, or medical supplies. Alright, so far we haven't needed medical. No, let's give them food. Screw it. Let's give them food. Let's just see what happens. Let's hope for the best. Okay, day 14. Oh, they give us a radio. Thank God. Okay, we need a radio. Good. Our visitors were in tears when we gave them what they asked for. We survived the nuclear apocalypse only to be nearly strangled by thankful refugees. Hugs can kill, you know. Luckily for us, they decided to continue their journey to get somewhere safe before the sunset. As they were about to leave, one of them presented us with a portable radio. They would not take no for an answer and soon left, waving goodbye until they disappeared amongst the rubble. Okay, so it doesn't say anything about her being tired, so maybe we can send her out. Oh no, never mind, everyone's still tired, never mind. Yeah, everyone's tired. I don't know what we can do to make them less tired. I really don't know. But yeah, I'm not giving anybody anything. Well, actually, hold on. Was Timmy thirsty? No. Yeah, everybody can wait. Yeah, I don't know why everyone's so tired. I don't know if I'm missing something. What's that sound? A galloping horse? We rushed to the door and we were greeted by 2 men dressed like they'd come from a medieval fair. We identified the source of the sound. One of them was holding 2 rocks and hitting them against each other constantly, while the other was skipping and pretending to be a rider. Ah, that's good. Monty Python reference, I like that. They said they're looking for some antique cup, but they'd get lost, and we would be very grateful if we would let them check our map, provided we have one. So far I'm trying to be very generous. I'll give them a map, why not? I'm trying to not anger anybody, you know. Alright, day 15. Yeah, everyone is still tired. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to make them less tired. I really don't know. I see you can click on stuff, but I don't really know if there's a way to like... Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to like make them less tired, so... They seem friendly enough, so we let them have a look at our map. They thanked us and offered some supplies in exchange. We graciously accepted and wished them luck on their request. Oh, so they give us bullets. I mean, we don't have a gun, but if we ever get a gun, that's good. And they also didn't take the map, they just looked at it, so that's nice. Alright, so everybody needs water. Everybody seems to need water. The only thing I don't get, though, is... what am I supposed to do about them being tired? Because everyone seems tired, but I don't see like an option for them to rest. So I don't remember from the last time I played what you do about that. Yeah, see, nobody can go out. So I don't know what we're going to do. We're not going to survive long, I guess. Traveling salesman paid us a visit today. So... yeah, we really need the water. Let's give him our chessboard, because we still have the cards, so we should be fine. So yeah, we really need water, so let's do that so we can get water. Alright, day 16. Alrighty. We made a deal with the salesman and helped him pack. He strolled away into the wasteland like he knew exactly where he was going next. Okay, nobody's thirsty. Timmy needs food. Yeah, I just keep saying they need rest, but I don't understand how you get them rest. I thought they should be resting by now, because they're not doing anything. Okay, so who was thirsty? Was it Timmy? No, he needs to eat something. Okay, so we'll give food to Timmy. Yeah, see, it hasn't given me an option for anybody to go out. I don't understand. This is a joyful time in a sea of grief. It's Timmy's birthday today. Just like last year, we wait until the last moment to get him a present, but this time our options are limited to whatever we find in the shelter. What is he getting this year? I guess this? I mean, there's not really anything else to give him, right? So there you go. Alright, day 17. Okay, she's finally in the mood to go out, thank God. A bottle of unlabeled pills sound like a great idea for a gift. Timmy seems to enjoy them. He's actually looking better now. Ted is still better. A few days of rest is what he needs. Timmy's very hungry. Timmy still hasn't rested. Dolores has rested. Okay. So, hold on. So... okay, so Timmy needs food. Yeah, we're almost out of food. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, finally she can survive. So let's plan the expedition. It says, the wasteland's full of surprises, like this man on the other side of our door knocking and claiming that he is willing to offer a lot for decent ammunition. Shall we trade? Yeah, why not? Let's give him the bullets. I mean, we don't have a gun anyway, so why not? Alright, day 18. Yeah, look at his hair. It's like all terrible. Alright, our visitor was happy to get some ammunition. In return, he offered us rations. It wasn't much, but something is always better than nothing. Okay, so some food, that helps. Okay, so Ted needs water. Before Dolores leaves, we need to give her everything. Okay, so two guys need water. Before we send Dolores out, we should give her both things. There we go. Okay, perfect. Alright, so we'll send her. Oh, he's in good shape too. Should we send both? I don't know. Yeah, it's too bad it doesn't let us take more than one thing, but let's send her with the map. And screw it, I'm gonna risk it. No, only one person can leave, never mind. Okay, let's send her with the map. And maybe she'll find something more useful. You know what I mean? Instead of just random. Alright, day 19. Alrighty, let's hope for the best. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Equipment map. Ted's still tired. Okay, so now Ted's hungry. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is wrong with Ted. You know, let's get them both just to see if that helps. Because Ted is not recovered at all. And we really need him to, like, do some stuff, you know. We keep sitting in our bunker, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I've seen this one. So yeah, let's listen to the radio. Let's see if that helps us. Alrighty. We knew it. The government has not fallen and they're coming to save us. They didn't give exact dates in the radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said they will be in touch in a couple of days and told us to await further instructions. Ted has rested. He is no longer hungry. Timmy is on his best behavior. How long will it last? Okay, so everybody's doing good. So I'm not going to give him anything. And yeah, let's finally send Ted out. So you can check the phone. I mean, it's really close by. Hopefully he'll be fine. Alright, day 21. Alright, did he find anything? I don't see anything different, I think. When we answered the phone, we could barely hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. It says, how about getting Timmy something to drink? Alright, so Timmy something to drink. Here we go. It says, every new smell attacks our noses in this little shelter instantly. There isn't much we can miss. So when a single brick fell out from the wall revealing a tight opening, our senses were immediately invaded by a terrible stench. We should probably check that hole out and see what the source of smell is. I mean, yeah, they probably should, because if not, you know, they could bite them in the ass, right? Alright, day 22. We looked into the hole fearing something might have come out of its claws, fangs, or other mutated and sharp body parts, but nothing happened. Instead, we found a dead rat who was trying to break into a can of tomato soup. He failed miserably. We have a feeling we'll be luckier than him, so we confiscated it. We gave that rat a proper burial in an empty can. He deserved that much. Alright, so Ted needs water, Timmy needs food. There we go. We know very little about what's going on outside. It'd be a good idea to find out more. May discover if anyone else made it to safety. A radio could help with this. Alright, perfect. Alright, so the wife hasn't come back yet. Hopefully she comes back soon. Alrighty. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into the government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news. The fallout outside is mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. I mean, that's good. The wife has been out there for a while. Hopefully she made it out in like the right time. So Ted needs food. Hopefully the wife comes back with some stuff soon. If we care about the future of our kids, we need to start homeschooling Timmy. Or maybe shelter schooling is the right choice of words these days. We need to provide him some sort of reading material as soon as possible. Sure, here you go. Read the bug spray. Alright, hopefully she's back. No? No, it's not back. Oh, wow, he's really sick. Holy crap. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with him. Luckily, we do have medicine, though. All we have is the anti-bug spray. It was a few labels that Timmy can read. Who would have thought he would be curious enough to spray him? Oh my god. Yeah, he felt sick because he sprayed himself in the face. Why? It's just... Oh my god. Alright, so Timmy needs water. And let's give him the first aid. Before the world turned to an unforgiving dead wasteland, we were friends with almost everyone in our town, including Old Man Jim, who would shamble through our streets often and always said hello. When we wanted to visit him once, he gave us an address that took us to a park. Old Man Jim is such a joker. It appears that he survived the blast since he's at our door right now asking if we want to buy a rock. Should we trust him? Should we trust him? I mean, so far I've been very trusting with everybody and it's worked out, so I'm gonna try to trust him. Like I said, I don't want to like anger anybody and hopefully like they like retaliate against me. Alright, day 25. Okay, I think everything looks fine. Hopefully he didn't like steal anything from us. We opened the door and greeted the old man with a smile. He was eager to show us his bag filled with a rich choice of rocks and convinced us to take one for free for old time's sake. We agreed, carefully chose the best looking rock, and the man left. He can't complain, it's a good rock, really. Also, he claimed it brings luck. We'll see about that. All Ched wishes for a few drops of water. Timmy's no longer thirsty. Timmy was cured. Alright, so water for Ted. Not bad. And yeah, we really have to hope that she comes back soon, because oof. Alright. They offer a lock for a radio. What does the lock do? We heard a knock on the door this morning. We heard a... what would a lock do? Oh, I think the lock might be like extra like security. So they can't like break into the bunker or something. But nah, we're fine, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, she finally came back. Please tell me she got some stuff. Oh, she's like about to die. Holy crap. Oh, that's not good. Look at her. Oof. That's not good. Hello, girls are very brave to walk around the wasteland like that. Sadly, they didn't have anything of interest to us, so we declined their offer. They wished us a nice day and left. We were glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. So she brought the map back. It says the proud Ellison Hotel was completely destroyed. Piles and piles of luggage were lying between heaps of rubble. Only a few rooms on lower levels partially survive. Now we know the secret of their restaurant chef. It's tomato soup. No wonder they were a 5-star hotel. So she was gone that long and only brought back one thing of each. Wow, that kind of sucks. Alrighty. Okay, so Timmy and Dolores are hungry. And unfortunately, we don't have medicine. We need to send... No, we can't even send Ted out. We might have to send Timmy out then. Damn. Yeah, we need to send Timmy out. Oh, wait. No. Let's send Ted out. We'll send Ted out because he's bigger. He's stronger, hopefully. Sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make a deal? See, I would love to, like I said, to not piss him off, but unfortunately, I don't have... I, like, barely have enough. You know, I can't risk it. Okay. Our grandparents always told us to never buy anything sight unseen, and we're not about to start now. Gone are the times of yard sales. We can manage without whatever junk is in that mysterious bag. Okay, so Dolores needs food. And she needs water. Okay. And water. Alright. Yeah, why does it let us take more things, I wonder? That's really weird, isn't it? Alright, so we are going to give him... Yeah, let's give him the gas mask. So he survives out there. Yeah. I hope he comes back quicker. Hopefully, because he's like a bigger guy. We'll have to see. Yeah, she's going to die soon. I don't know what's going to happen. Till after the surface, he said he'll be back soon. We haven't done anything about Dolores' sickness. She needs to rest. She's no longer hungry, no longer thirsty. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's give him some water. Mysterious sounds are coming from a radio, but they're hidden behind a ton of static. Do we want to tinker with it and find the right frequency? It could be something important, or it could be the opposite. Only one way to find out. Do we risk it? Because if not, I think we might accidentally break it. Like, for now, let's not risk it. Alrighty. Tinkering with our precious radio sounds like a bad idea. Let's just hope this wasn't anything important. So I hear the Morse code. We probably were supposed to mess with it. Damn it. Dolores is quite ill. She needs to rest. Timmy is no longer thirsty. Alright. Hopefully, I don't know if I want to waste food on her, though, because what if she, like, dies anyway? So I think I might just, you know... we received another transition from the army. They'll be doing a quick sweep of the area and asked all survivors to leave markings at the nearest bus stop to indicate they're around. The markings are to make with playing cards. I mean, yeah, you know, if it leads to us getting help or whatever, that's fine. Alright, day 30. Alrighty. I mean, she's a trooper. She's hanging in there. She's looking like a zombie for like a week, but she's hanging in there. The cards are in place. All we need to do is wait for the army to pinpoint our location. That shouldn't take long, we hope. Dolores' health has not improved. She's still tired. She needs food and water. Timmy needs food. Alright. The morning we were surprised to find a letter on our doorstep. It was not signed and it contained a location and time for a meeting tonight and a few sentences. It said things like, we're friendly, come in arms, send one person. We have no idea who could have sent that, but we're guessing it is our chance to find out. Should we send her? I mean, she's sick anyway, right? I'm gonna send her. She's sick anyway. If she dies, then unfortunately, you know. I mean, she's back, so... It's true, it's all true. There really are others just like us. We arrived at the rendezvous unarmed and on time, and we were greeted by a friendly-looking group of survivors. They're being led by twins, a brother and a sister who seem to be friendly enough. They asked us some questions and promised to stay in touch. So, her health is not improved, obviously, because we don't have any medicine. She needs rest. Okay, so everybody's good. They don't need anything. But she needs medicine. I don't know if she can, get better without medicine. But yeah, let's give him some water. Ever since we jumped into our false shelter, we've been wondering about the other door in the shelter. Should it even be here? Or does it lead? It's high time we checked it out. Alright, so let's take that flashlight. Let's check out what's in the other side of the door. Day 32. Hopefully Ted comes back soon. Alrighty. We inspected every corner of the room and found nothing. Well, that was a waste of time. Dolores' health has not improved, but she has rested. Timmy is no longer thirsty. Okay, I'm not gonna waste anything. I'm gonna hope that Ted comes back soon. We can use some extra supplies. The last time we went on a supply room, we noticed a damaged tank stuck in the rubble nearby. How about we send someone to investigate? Yeah, let's do that. We'll send Timmy. Hopefully he can bring some stuff back. Oh, that didn't sound good. I just heard explosions. Uh-oh. Oh boy, don't tell me Timmy's dead. That would be very unfortunate. Yeah, he's dead. The last thing we expected was a giant explosion. We could hear the debris falling from the sky and hang the sad remains of our house. The tank must have been booby-trapped or contained volatile weapons. Why did we do it? Why? Dolores is quite ill. Dolores is not going to last long without water. Alright, Timmy's dead. That sucks. Come on, Ted. Hurry up and get back here. We played a game of list the things you hate the most, and our neighbor's name kept coming up for some reason. That reminded us that the little weasel had a safe in his living room. We always wonder what's inside. Maybe now's the time to finally find out, but who will do the honors of stealing the possessions of our arch nemesis? I mean, she's the only one here, so... Alright, day 34. Alright, they're both back, so that's something, I guess. We marched to Ned's house and found the safe cracked open by the blast. Most of its contents were destroyed, but we still salvaged something out of it. Ned was nowhere to be seen, was nowhere to be found. He likely perished in radioactive agony. All told, it was a good day. Okay, so we got a medicine finally, that's good. Ted brought back the mask. He found some water. Okay, so they're both hungry. And she can finally get the medicine she needs. Let's wait a day. Let's wait a day before we send her out. We decided to peek outside for just a minute to see if the store around the corner was still standing, and when we were about to step out, we heard a growl in the darkness and a pair of ferocious eyes appeared a few feet away. We had only moments to decide what to do. I mean, hopefully the flashlight's fine so we can see what it is, right? Hopefully it's not a vicious dog. Oh, she's finally better, thank God. We decided to check out what's coming for us with our flashlight. Guess what? It was a dog. The poor thing seemed tired, so we let it stay with us for the night. The next morning, we opened the door, let it out. It hasn't returned. Hopefully, it will come back later. Alright, so Ted needs food and water. Alrighty, we're going to send Dolores out tomorrow. Oh, okay, so it's talking about them being tired and stuff. So you can use the first aid to deal with them being tired, I guess. Interesting, I didn't know that. Alrighty. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we try to get at least an hour or two of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were, and there are other problems we need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away or save us from radiation sickness. His stomach is rumbling, he's tired. Water is what she needs. So food for him, water for her. Alrighty. So I guess now she can't go out anymore because she's too tired. It said she could go out before though, which is like so lame. But I guess she can't go out anymore. Day 37. Alrighty. Ted isn't hungry anymore. Okay, so everybody's good. They don't need anything. Yeah, I can't see anybody. They're too tired now. Damn it. There are dire circumstances we found ourselves in. Supplies are running low. If we don't take care of ourselves, nobody else will. We know for a fact that one of our neighbors has a shelter with a broken trap door, and there might be some supplies inside. Of course, there's a chance the neighbor and her kids manage to get there in time, but we could really use whatever they have. And we're stronger should we pay them a visit. I mean, I'm going to say yes, because if not, we're going to run out of supplies, so... Oh boy, that doesn't sound good. I heard gunshots. Oh yeah, he's going crazy. Look at that. He has like a sock puppet now. She's like extremely tired. Oof. We had to do this for the family. It had to be done. We really don't want to mention it again. How about we talk about something else? Wow, I don't even want to know what they did. Wow, that's dark. But yeah, they have water. Ted's gone crazy, unfortunately. Okay, so Ted needs water. We have lots of water now, but oof, that's... Yeah, see, we can't go out. That's like the bad part, but we need stuff. Our first aid kit is of no use, so we need to do something about it. For some reason, we believe we can use lethal bug spray to produce some additional medicine. Maybe it'll work. We don't know until we've tried, right? Yeah, how about no, guys? How about no? Day 39. I hear the radio. That's a good thing. Okay, I hear the radio. Too bad we didn't have that spray. Homemade drugs sound like an excellent idea. Ted's mental health worries us all, but we don't know how to help him. Ted is still tired. He's no longer thirsty. Okay, so she needs both things. Here we go. We can't send anybody outside, unfortunately. We couldn't get a clear signal from the radio until midday, but after we tuned in for a military broadcast, we were left speechless. Not only did they not deliver on the evacuation promise, but they ordered us to dispose of all our firearms before the military arrives to save us. Who asked such a thing of an American? Who? I mean, we don't have a gun anyway, so I mean, hopefully we'll be fine. Day 40. Alrighty, they're barely hanging in there. Since we didn't have a gun to begin with, soldiers shouldn't have any issues with us. Okay, he's getting hungry. She's fine. We have like no food. So I'm sadly not gonna give him food. We can't send anybody outside though. Sometimes a certain urge to play an instrument takes over us, to create beautiful sounds to be shared with the world around us. To sing and play and have cute mutated animals come out to our feet to listen, like a post-apocalyptic Snow White, shall we? Why not? Oh, the dog's back. I hear the dog. Alrighty. Be careful what you wish for. After a few minutes of playing, a small group of mutated cockroaches jumped out of the cracks in our walls and started moving to the rhythm of the song. They ran around in circles and shook their little antennae. It would be adorable if they weren't so disgusting. What are we supposed to do with them now? Ted is hungry. Ted's mental health worries us all, but we don't know how to help him. Ted still hasn't recovered his energy. Ted is really thirsty. Alright. That's the last of our food, though, which really sucks. You know what? Unfortunately, I think I might have to send him out. Because he's not... We might just have to send him out, you know what I mean? I don't have any food to give him. That's so sad. Oh, poor dog. Alrighty. Oh, yeah, there's a radioactive cockroach right here. That's funny. We wish we could have fed the poor beast, but we don't have any food to spare. The dog slowly turned away and went back into the wasteland. Ted's mental health worries us all. He's tired. He's no longer hungry. He isn't thirsty. So Dolores needs water. I can't even force him to go out. Damn, I was hoping we could at least force him to go out. But no, we can't even force him to go out. I don't know what we're supposed to do. We have no food. I mean, they have water, which is good, but... Ted isn't acting normally. Sometimes his behavior is pretty disturbing. Ted still hasn't recovered his energy. Dolores complains that she can't get a good night's sleep around here. She's no longer thirsty. She's put on a brave face, but she must be starving. I can't do anything. There's no food, unfortunately. We can't send anybody out. There's an armed and dangerous woman outside. Fortunately, she's out of ammo. She tells us she hunts the wild beasts of the waste, and right now she's on a trail of a giant mutated spider. We're pretty sure she's lost her mind. What are you going to do with that spider, lady? Put on a leash. She promises that if we help her, she will return the favor another day. We don't have anything to give her. Alrighty. And our person who murders things for a living, giant mutated spiders in our neighborhood, we don't want to have anything to do with this stuff. Goodbye, lady. He's tired. He wants water. Yeah, she's starving. So all we can do, let's give both water, I guess. There's lots of water. Let's give them both water, but I think the best we can do, which is sad. Yeah, we can't send anybody out. The funky roaches haven't really left us. To be fair, they aren't causing that much trouble. They even seem relatively friendly and curious. Just this morning, when we opened our eyes, we saw them standing in a perfect line right in front of us as if they're waiting for something. I mean, who knows, man? If we play some music, maybe they'll, like, save our lives or something. Oh, the radio, thank God. Hopefully there's, like, help on the way or something. Yo, look at him. He's losing it. If you can't beat them, join them. We fear the roaches are craving some more of our music, so we fulfill their unspoken request. They started joyfully prancing around again, creating fun shapes on the floor, then all of a sudden, they all left in one line. We thought the show was over, but they soon came back in a group carrying supplies on their strong, mutated backs. Insane. Looks like we made some new friends, disgusting, mutated, radioactive friends. Alright, so they can both eat now. That's good. There we go, they can both eat, finally. And you know, for the heck of it, let's give them some water, too. We have lots of water. Give them some water as well. I keep missing the finger. There we go. Alright, nobody can go out. Wait, hold on. Oh, it says they can eat. It says either of them can survive. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Like I said, let's send him because he's. Can we send both? No. Let's send him. He's like a bigger guy, you know. Hopefully he can like survive. We'll see. Yeah, I'm really disappointed that the radio made noise earlier, but we weren't able to do anything about it. We managed to make it to the meet in time. We tried our best to answer the questions the soldiers asked us. Let's hope we fulfill their expectations, and our ragged appearance didn't make a bad impression. So he's not hungry. Dolores is hungry, though. Now let's help her out. There we go. Alrighty. What should we give him? I really don't know what to give him. I mean, we don't really need the axe. The axe, I guess. Let's see if that does anything. Okay, day 47. Okay, so she's not hungry. She's fine. We're not going to waste anything. The other day, we heard a quiet knock on our door, but when we opened, we only found a suitcase on the doorstep and there was no one around. It isn't signed, but it sure looks like it's meant for us. Should we check what's inside? And at this point, we need whatever we can get. It sounds risky, but I'm just going to have to go for it. Ah, great. Did I make her sick? I think I made her sick. Crap. Inside the suitcase, we found some soup, but yuck, it expired a long time ago. We're not feeling very well. Some of us spend the whole morning using the bucket in the corner. We're not accepting anonymous gifts ever again. Dolores came down with a sickness. There's nothing we can do about that. There's nothing more surprising than a knock on the Fallout shelter door. Who could it be? Should we investigate and risk our lives? That sounds like I did it. I mean, like I said, we're kind of out of options at this point. $49. Or, I mean, she's still here, so she lived, I guess. A group of travelers wearing gas masks and carrying some serious looking equipment gave us purified water. Before we could thank them, they turned away and left. So she's like double sick now. But, you know, let's give her some water and let's hope for the best. I don't have any soup to trade, unfortunately. Day 50. Alrighty. Yeah, she wants food. That's the last of the food, so we'll have to see what happens there. The problem is simple. If we don't wash ourselves, we'll get sick. Seriously sick. It smells really bad down here, and it doesn't seem like there's any way to get better. What should we do? Because the gas mask is just gonna hide the smell. Bug spray. I don't know, man. I'm really running out of options. I don't know what to do anymore. Hopefully she doesn't kill herself with the bug spray. Oh, she's fine actually. Huh. That worked. We finally have a good use for that bug spray we brought down. It probably smells better than we do, so we can use it to become a bit more presentable, smell-wise anyway. Dolores is cured from her illness. She's no longer hungry. Perfect. Alright, so let's leave her be. Yeah, let's use the radio. Hopefully something's coming through. Day 52. The radio's broken. What happened? Woman, what'd you do? Come on, man. Oh, damn it. Something blew up inside the radio and the wretched thing caught fire. We were able to put it out, but it doesn't work anymore. Okay, let's give her the water she wants. The last thing we expected to hear while sitting in each Fallout shelter was a trumpet. It was played at someone who was clearly not a trumpet player, who had probably never heard a trumpet player in his entire life. He came with a friend who knocked on the door and demanded that we let the merry men enter so they could take from the rich and give to the poor. Should we let them in? No, they're gonna try to rob the hell out of us. No. Okay, hopefully they didn't take anything from us. We didn't answer those peculiar calls, and it kept the door locked until the noises outside fade away. We're not exactly sure we want those people to come back. They sounded harmless enough, but can harmless people be trusted in these troubled times? They might be worse than those who don't seem harmless at all. She's no longer thirsty. Alrighty. Some door-to-door salesman came. Okay, let's give him a water. We have lots of water. Let's see what he can give us. Oh, I think he's back finally, Ted. Alright, did he bring it? He brought some soup, but just one soup, unfortunately. We were generous, so we shared our supplies with him. He tried to make us believe that America has a working space station in orbit, or rather had, since according to that guy, it exploded when the bombs dropped. How convenient. A working space station, what a joker. He was probably so hungry and dehydrated, his brain started playing tricks on him. -1 water. Alrighty, so it says he went to a bus station. He brought some food. Oh, 2 waters. Oh, we got a new radio. And he lost the axe. Alrighty. So we are good. Let's just, let's just chill. Okay, I'm gonna send her out now, I guess. Breakfast, we heard a knock on our door. It was a man with a rather excessive number of arms. He had told us his group was having a hard time finding supplies. Wherever they go, they got shot at first and asked questions later. It's probably because of their appearance. The friendly mutant presented us with an offer. In exchange for supplies, his folks would escort us to our next expedition and make sure we came back safely. Ooh, that's a good deal, especially since we have an excess of water. Let's do that. Okay, day 55. Alright, let's see. We were relieved when the man assured us that his condition is not contagious. We gladly took his offer and we're actually looking forward to our next expedition. Okay, so Ted needs food and water. So they both need food and water. Okay. Luckily, there is enough for both. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to send her out. And I don't know. I don't want her to get sick. Should I give her the gas mask or should I give her the map? Yeah, let's give her the mask, gas mask to be safe. And then she's going to have those people with her so they can be our map, basically. Day 56. Alrighty. Alright, so Ted is hungry still. Alrighty. Our last expedition brought us news of a vehicle parked just down the street. It sure looked unique, but we never got close enough to get a look. We're almost certain it's a bandit trap. Perhaps we should send someone over to check it out. Like I said, we're kind of like running out of options, so I'm just going for whatever happens. Day 57. Alright, so it looks like he survived. A shocking discovery. It was a rusty tank. It was a little crispier on the edges and was also missing wheels and some other crucial parts, but the seats were fairly comfortable. Wouldn't it be amazing to just drive away and leave this radioactive hell behind us? So he needs food. Yeah, I'll give him the food. Hopefully I don't regret it. We woke up to the sound of banging on our door. Someone has been at it like there's no tomorrow. In a manner of speaking, I'm gonna go for it. Like I said, we're kind of risking at this point. We need whatever we can get. Oh, I guess whatever was there killed him. Great. Well, that's unfortunate. Safe at last. The military. Oh no. That means we survived. Okay, hold on. Safe at last. The military came to our rescue and took us away from this hellhole. It was our home for a little while, but we can't say we'll miss that tiny shelter. We don't know if our future is bright, but if it is, let's just hope it's not more nukes lighting up the sky. So Ted still hasn't recovered his energy. Ted is no longer hungry. Ted should drink something soon. Ted seems to be losing it. Either we do something or this bunker will drive him completely insane. We survived for 58 days. Whoa, nice. Alright, so we actually survived. Awesome. So based on the fact that she's here, I guess she also made it. You know what I mean? because I guess, you know, she came back or they found her along the way or something. So days survived, 58. Water consumed, 11. Soups consumed, 9. Times defended your shelter, luckily we never had to. Successful expeditions, 4 to 4. Items brought from expeditions, 9. No decisions, 3. Yes decisions, 7. All right, so I actually managed to survive. That is incredible. I honestly did not think I was going to make it, guys. I was so afraid that he was just going to lose his mind and, like, die. Or she, because she kept getting sick. I was afraid she was just going to, like, I don't know, like, just, like, keen over it, you know what I mean? Alrighty, guys, so there you go. I think that's really good. Luckily, I was able to do a whole playthrough, a whole successful run of the game. But there you have it. That is what 60 seconds Reatomized is like. I got lucky. I survived. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes you run into things that, I don't know. Obviously, I could have done better. If I could have managed to have all 4 people survive, that would have been even better. But, it is what it is. But there you go, guys. As I said, in a nutshell, that's 60 seconds Reatomized. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the full playthrough. Hopefully, you guys are curious to check it out, So yeah, if you guys like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you didn't like it, leave me some constructive criticism. Let me know what I can do better. And until next time, guys, this has been Weeb Rabbit. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.